The Junos on 105.9 The Region.
Waiting for the highlights, yeah. Must be more to life than this. Praying for the weekend. Waiting till the magic hits.
What's going on? You're listening to 105.9 The Region. I'm Shaliza Bacchus. Now, the 51st Juno Awards are happening on May 15th. Right here in Toronto at the Budweiser stage. Such a super cool venue for an awards show. We love the Junos. So many amazing Canadian artists to celebrate. And today we are going to be talking to a Juno nominee. Adrian Sutherland is nominated for Contemporary Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year for his album When the Magic Hits. What's going on, Adrian?
Well, not too much. It was definitely some pretty exciting news when we found out that I'd been nominated, for sure.
Yes, that is super exciting. Now, you've got quite the extensive music career. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your come up?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I started with the band Midnight Shine back in 2011. We just celebrated 10 years last summer. So we put out 3 albums together, and we toured quite a bit. Like everyone else out there, most artists, when the pandemic hit, we weren't able to continue to work. So I was left here at home, really just stuck here. Just no way out of here. We weren't allowed to leave because of the restrictions during the pandemic. So it was quite challenging because I wanted to continue to stay engaged and continue to create music. And of course, I built a studio here last year and was able to record my first solo album working remotely with a couple of producers, one in Nashville and also the other one in Toronto. And then, there was a learning curve involved for me because, I had to learn how to use all the software, and you had to, get all the hardware you need to record. But, the people that made this album possible were so kind and gracious with their time. All of them made this possible, and I think everyone was in a similar position as I was because everyone had to set up their own little spaces. So they were all working remotely too. So we would record vocals and acoustic guitars, and then that would get sent over to the drummer. This would get bumped over to Toronto. It was just back and forth like that. So it was quite the experience, and it ended up turning out really good.
It just feels like 2020 was such a long time ago, and like talking about isolation feels like such a thing of the past, but at the same time, it makes sense. Now, were you completely by yourself isolated, or were your family members around as well?
I was with my family. I think there's been some silver linings here. It certainly has been being home for so long and being with my children and my wife and just really enjoying that time that I had with them the past couple of years. It was challenging because the restrictions up here, because I'm in a remote flying community, where it seemed to be tenfold. And so we were in complete lockdown and not able to travel out, or people were not allowed to come in. So it was pretty frustrating at times.
Yeah, I can imagine it's such a shock, especially when you were used to touring.
Yeah, it was just a lot of uncertainty. There were some projects in the works. Some of those plans didn't pan out, of course, because everyone was pretty much in the same situation. So we just basically had to shift a lot of things, and we made a plan to continue to stay engaged with the music and fans all throughout the pandemic.
Yeah, and it really is a silver lining. Like you said, all of your hard work, all of your efforts, it's not gone unnoticed. You're nominated for a Juno, so that must be super exciting. Are you planning to attend the show in Toronto?
Yes, my wife and my 2 sons, we're going to go down together, and we'll be at the awards show and the gala. It's very exciting. When I first found out, it was honestly quite hard to believe. But as the day went on, it really started to set in as people were reaching out to me to congratulate.
That's amazing. And congratulations indeed. What's next for you? Do you have any upcoming performances, any tours?
Yeah, well, we're starting to get some queries coming in for some shows. So we're starting to build around some of the bookings that we have in place now. And I'm hoping it's going to be, a touring year for me again. And it'll be nice to finally get back on that stage again.
Yes, I can only imagine how you must be yearning for that.
Yeah, I've been shifting into rehearsal mode now. So I've been playing the stuff, kind of relearning it because it's been so long since I've been performing and doing any kind of rehearsal. And I've been doing that for, well over 6 weeks, and it's starting to feel really good, and I'm feeling comfortable with the songs. I'm starting to feel really excited about getting out again.
That is exciting. We're getting back into the swing of things. All right. Good luck, Adrian. Once again, Adrian Sutherland, nominated for a Juno for Contemporary Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year for his album When the Magic Hits. Thank you, Adrian, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
A celebration of Canadian music. The Junos on 105.9 The Region.